Neighbors, I am going to get straight to the point in this video. Our ship has a major hole in it and it's taking on water at an alarming rate. But before I give you a financial update, let's hear from our HOA treasurer, Lisa Lucky, at the last board meeting to see if she had any concerns about our financial state.
Financials.
So everything that we paid for this month was everything we normally pay for, with exception to the legal bill, and we're still under our $10,000 budget. Also, I had emailed Robin because I still can't see invoices.
So the board has never had the invoices usually.
Okay.
But we can figure that out.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Now, when I was treasurer last year, it was explained to me that the industry standard was to maintain 3 months of HOA dues in the operating account at all times. This is a cushion in our operating account to ensure that we have funds for all expenses should a budgeted item become due prior to the HOA dues being collected. Applying that standard, we should maintain a cushion of $16,500 in our operating account. When I became treasurer in 2020, we started out the year with an operating surplus of approximately $35,000. If you look at the balance sheet for April of 2021, you will see that we only have a cushion of $9,600. Our fixed expenses to operate the community are pretty consistent, so let's take a closer look at our variable expenses. This month we paid $4,723 in legal fees, putting us at $11,190 year to date. Our budget is $10,000. Folks, this is just for the first 4 months of the year. With a cushion of only $9,600, how many more months can we afford to pay legal bills of that amount? Our need for legal assistance is nowhere near over for the year. The HOA attorney has been given the task of creating an easement agreement to help bring the lake lot owners' docks into compliance with the state. Since I have been recalled, I cannot tell you the progress that has been made at this point, but I can tell you what the plan was. Once the easement agreement was approved by SwiftMud and the state, it was to be mailed to all of the lake lot owners, and then our HOA attorney was to attend an HOA meeting to explain everything to the entire membership. Once the agreements were signed and recorded, the HOA attorney was to assist us in getting into compliance with our community dock lease with the state. Could this cost more than our $9,600 cushion? You betcha. Now let's take a look at some of our other variable expenses. So 4 months into the year, and our administrative fees are nearing our annual budget of $1,500. As you can see, we're at approximately $1,200 now. The administrative fees are charged by the management company for mailing, elections and any communications. We get charged for printing and postage fees. We also get charged an hourly rate for any mediations that are necessary, and I believe we've had 2 of those that we were charged for. So ask yourself, is it going to cost more than $300 for the rest of the year for our annual election, plus this special election coming up and any other mailers that need to go out? Definitely. In addition to our general landscaping maintenance contract, we set aside a different line item for landscape maintenance. It's budgeted at $500. This would be in case any plants die and need replacing, or we need to remulch an area. Recently there was a tree work being done, so I called the management company to find out more details, and that will be hitting our financials soon. It was $1,000 to remove a cypress snag, and so we're going to be over budget there. And in general maintenance, we budgeted $2,015. We already have $350 that has come out of that GL. And once you take into account the $1,100 that hasn't been paid yet for the reserve study company, and the approximately $975 that will come out once the pressure washing of the sidewalks is approved, we'll be over budget in the general maintenance column as well. Why is there no concern by our treasurer, Lisa Lucky? Why is our treasurer unaware of how the invoice process works? Why is our treasurer unaware, after being on the board for over 2 years, that we do not have a gate maintenance contract? And why is our treasurer racking up bills, constantly challenging the opinion of our legal counsel? But don't take my word for it. Do a records request. Ask to see the communications from Lisa Lucky. Or feel free to ask me. I have everything. We cannot wait until we run out of money to have a conversation about a special assessment. As you may be aware, a special assessment requires 2/3 vote of the membership to approve. Then there will take time for billing, time to collect the funds, and we cannot wait until we run out of money to do this. Here's my conservative estimate of what is needed. Take into account additional legal fees needed, administrative funds for the remainder of the year, and other variable expenses we'll need. We should be in the negative approximately $7,900, and we can't operate with zero funds in our operating cushion. So if you add in another $16,500, which is industry standard of what we should always have in the account, we should have a special assessment for approximately $25,000. That would be a special assessment of $532 per household. Either our treasurer, Lisa Lucky, is incompetent, or she is so consumed with the direct benefit for her to acquire HOA-owned land that she is negligent in her role. Either way, she should step down from the board immediately.